The question of the day is, are you happy that you voted for Donald Trump?
So let me tell you something, Mr. Trump. You gonna learn a few lessons from us. And I'm gonna be the first one. You and your little friend off of Twitter, y'all about to find out, all right?
It is them who are about to F around and find out. Here you have Jasmine Crockett with all the legacy Democrats right here getting together to rally against Elon Musk and Donald Trump for what they're doing with Doge. Now, this isn't a clip that is brand new to us, obviously, but, you know, I have to provide context. Now, are you happy that you voted for Donald Trump?
Are you happy that you voted for Trump? Now that you see everything that he has been doing, do you feel bad that you voted for him?
No, not me. What about you?
A lot of people warned me about voting for Trump, but I did not listen. I even lost some of my friends and family over the election.
Yep.
I am so glad that I did not listen. I have no regrets. This is what I voted for. You remember, you guys you liberals like to ask, this is what you voted for. Exactly. This is what I voted for. And what is there not to like about everything Trump has been doing? The fact that he's handling the immigration crisis we had in this country, DEI, or uncovering the corruption that has been going on in our country.
That's right.
I feel very proud of myself and for everyone that voted for Trump. It took a non-politician like Trump to show us how foolish we all have been to blindly trust our government. I used to hear charity begins at home. Some of you might know that saying. But obviously, for the corrupt government that we have been dealing with, charity begins overseas. That is why we have a lot of Americans struggling. Meanwhile, we're sending all this money,
Ukraine,
taxpayer money, overseas. So yes, no regrets at all. I am very glad I voted for Trump. I'm sure you guys are. I don't want to speak for anybody. Are you glad you voted for Trump? Because I am.
Very much so. Very much so glad that I voted for Donald Trump. I'm getting exactly everything that I asked for and then some. Now, I'm not saying that I will blindly 100% follow and agree with every decision that Donald Trump or Elon Musk make. However, the likes of Jasmine Crockett and the Maxine Waters, they're making it seem as if we didn't, as Americans, make this decision together collectively to, how do I say, to really change and overthrow what we've known to be the propaganda machine and the deep state, to finally understand and uncover what's going on with our tax dollars and behind the scenes the government has been lying to us forever about. How can you be upset at that? I don't get it. And I think it's important that Jasmine Crockett hears from the Black community specifically because, like I say, she walks around and she totes her rhetoric as if she's speaking for all Black people, but that is definitely not the case. This woman is tired of Jasmine Crockett's drama. Jasmine, let's cut through the glam and get real. Your nails, lashes, and wigs might turn heads, but they won't answer the tough questions we've got. Ouch.
Our job is to conduct oversight. We both serve on the oversight committee. Now, y'all know he likes to pal around with Putin, right? He's trying to turn us into Russia. But I got news for him. We, the people, will not go.
Y'all can't be this like naive to listen to her and all her and the nails and the lashes and the wigs. Like, that ain't phasing nobody, sis. We got questions, okay? Okay? The hood got questions, lashes. We got questions, sis. Jazzy. Well, if you are oversight, sweetie, if you're oversight, what happened to all the dollars in Social Security that people were paid out who were 150 years old? That's why she's trying to come up with he likes to pal around with Putin. We've been there, done that.
Yeah, that's over with.
Russia. That was 2016, sis.
That's over with.
That ain't gonna work this time. Oh, Elon Musk is trying to tear up the Constitution. The Federal Department of Education is not in the Constitution, sis. It's not. It's not.
I didn't even know that.
Well, we the people elected Donald Trump, and we the people said we want to see what y'all doing with our money. And they mad. They mad. Talking about Mr. Trump. Mr. Trump. Girl, you can't even stand in his presence, sis. These are billionaires. They were billionaires before they got a government check. I don't even think Donald Trump is even getting a government check. He probably has never even had a government check. But these are billionaires before you even came around. Lashes, wig, okay? So cut it out. Cut the BS. The American people don't care nothing about you being cool. They don't care nothing about you doing all of this. Where is the money, sis? Where is it? Because the hood ain't got it. We ain't got it. So all that, save it. Save it. Save it for Nancy Mace. We got questions.
Yeah, Nancy Mace, for real. Nancy Mace was one of the ones who got with her. Anywho, you see that we don't all agree with this sentiment and this rhetoric of Jasmine Crockett that she's out here pushing against Donald Trump and MAGA and Elon Musk. It's really sickening to know that Elon Musk is being dragged down the way that he is, and he's literally a pillar for keeping the American people being able to have a voice. Somebody said we really need some sort of mandatory IQ test before people can run for Congress. We need some sort of test, right? Now, Art Candy posted this where Jasmine, she said, Crockett is the best. Crockett posted there's an immigrant taking people's jobs. His name is Elon Musk. He's snatching farms, government jobs, even those in which they manage our national security, and definitely those whose jobs are to root out fraud, inspector generals. And definitely those and those that are keeping us safe, FAA, Meals on Wheels workers, Head Start, and the list goes on. So I'll be the bigger person and admit to MAGA that I was wrong when I said immigrants wouldn't take our jobs. You were 100% correct. This man, if anything, chat, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't it Elon Musk whom employed more people than Jasmine Crockett and has more people employed on payroll than Jasmine Crockett? Wait, get this. I think she's just upset that he's an actual African American. I think that could be the case. I don't know. But the fact that she's sitting here implying that he's somehow taking the jobs, he's taking the funding away from the corruption, which ultimately takes jobs away from corrupt people. Other than that, he's literally employing American people. He's created businesses that provides jobs for. Shut up. Just shut up. Okay.
I do not care that Elon Musk is unconventional in his methods. So according to Jasmine Crockett, who said that she is also on the House Budgeting Committee, Elon Musk is doing things wrong, and that's why Democrats are so upset. She said that what he's supposed to do when he discovers these things is convene a committee and have a committee meeting so that they can discuss things quietly. He is not supposed to bring things to the attention of the American people, and he has been posting things on X. He's been vocal about it on social media every time he finds find something. But I do not care if his methods are unconventional. I think that the reason they want him to discover these things and keep it behind closed doors so that they can continue with this money laundering that they have been doing over the last few years. And I'm curious too about Jasmine Crockett, because she loves to talk about the oppression of the black person in this country and how white people, according to her, will never understand how it feels to be a black person in America. This is what Jasmine Crockett loves to talk about.
Yep.
But what about the oppression of the American taxpayer?
Ooh.
You have taxes taken out of your paycheck before you even get it. And our government, our elected officials are sending our tax dollars all over the world, paying for the most ridiculous things on our dime. $59 million spent on housing undocumented migrants in the state of New York in luxury hotels. $59 million. But meanwhile, we have American citizens who are sleeping in tents and who lost everything they have. But our government managed to come up with $59 million to house undocumented immigrants in luxury hotels in the state of New York. If Jasmine Crockett and all these other Democrats were really for the people, this is what they would be talking about. They would be advocating for the people instead of advocating against an appointed elected official who is doing his job.
Yes, he's doing his job. I really don't understand why they choose to cherry pick issues that they want to discuss in the black community, and also cherry pick what Elon Musk is doing. Oh, he's taking this away from these workers. Oh, he's taking this away from these workers, and this particular group and that particular group. Completely being intellectually dishonest about the fact that he's literally finding your hard-earned money being placed in situations and contracts that in agreements that aren't aligned with the America's agenda to move forward, to progress, not to be progressive, I guess. But, we ain't trying to go woke. But yeah, man, I don't understand how she's so misdirected in this, Jasmine Crockett, that is. Victor posted, audit them all. Let's see how deep the swamp really goes. Ilhan, I don't know how you say her name. Omar, 83 million. Chuck Schumer, 75 million. Elizabeth Warren, 73 million. Adam Schiff, 60 million. Jamie Raskin, 20 million. Hakeem Jeffrey, 17 million. Cory Booker, 14 million. Jasmine Crockett, 10 million. Wow. You're getting 10 M's a year while telling me that it's not possible for me somehow. Now, I'm not saying that everybody's going to be rich and everybody possesses, just being frank, everybody possesses the desire to be a business owner and to garner six figures or better. Some people are just fine with contributing to society and being a productive member of society and living their life. They good with that. So I'm not implying that everybody has to get rich. But what I'm saying is you have these leaders whom amassed all this wealth while still preaching this rhetoric that it's not possible for somebody like me. Then you have Elon Musk, Donald Trump come in and they trying to do the sweep to level the playing field, and y'all over here going crazy. We're barely 3 weeks in, but Trump is laying the groundwork to allow staggering levels of government corruption to occur in the U.S. government. Here's 5 actions he's already taken to open the floodgates of corruption. Just facts. So we don't get to see more from Cory Booker, but Elon Musk responded to that by saying, well, if there's anyone that knows about corruption, it would be you. How much has your wealth increased since you've been in politics? Just round numbers would be fine. Yeah. Yeah, Jasmine, you about to F around and find out. You said that we were going to find out now. Now, people like Jasmine Crockett are still so threatened by Trump calling him a white supremacist on national TV. But not Biden, who actually passed the 1994 crime bill. The irony.
Y'all want to know what I want to know?
What's that?
I want to know why y'all don't have the same energy for Biden y'all have for Trump when Biden is the racist white supremacist y'all think Trump is. I saw that Jasmine Crockett girl or whatever her name is calling Trump a white supremacist. Like, Where do you get off calling the president of the United States a white supremacist? What did he do to black Americans to make you feel like he's a white supremacist when Biden literally created a 94 crime bill and didn't apologize and say nothing, didn't fix it, didn't rectify it, didn't do shit? But y'all calling this man a white supremacist, and you can get on national TV and call this man a white supremacist? Y'all let Biden stay in office for 4 years without no problem, without no issues, no nothing. But Trump, like, I don't get it. That's why black people so brainwashed right now, because our political leaders. Mm-hmm. Like, why y'all don't never talk about the platinum plan for black Americans?
Ice
Why
Cube?
y'all don't never talk about how no political leader would meet with Ice Cube but Trump to put out the black plan for America? Have y'all even read it? Have y'all even educated the black Americans about the platinum plan? A whole plan, not only for black Americans, but for our future generations. But y'all don't teach black people that. Y'all want to keep calling this man a white supremacist on national TV. Instead of calling him a white supremacist, why not come together and figure out what we can do as Americans? Not just black Americans, not just white Americans, not just Mexican Americans, but as Americans. Minus the skin tone, skin color. Why don't we all just come together and figure out what we need to do to upgrade our people? Like, stop playing a victim, and then stop letting these black political leaders make y'all the victim.
Amen to that. I like what she said. Stop letting these black political leaders make y'all the victim. And she also emphasized how she went on national television to say this, because, I mean, like, again, to my point with the friend that I told you I had the conversation with, who was under the impression that Elon Musk owned the software that the election polls were attached to. She got that information just in passing she said she heard it on a news network just in passing. So, yes, you get on TV and you spout stuff like Donald Trump is a white supremacist to people whom aren't going to go double check or go look into any of these things. All you're doing is setting us back even further. So, yes, your intentions are that of ill and vicious. Y'all know I like to say vicious and vile together. I think she was very spot on with that, man. More black women are going in on the likes of Ayanna Pressley, Omar, AOC, and listen to her point. I thought it was pretty interesting.
Oh, Jasmine Crockett, Ayanna Pressley, what's that old lady name? Maxine Waters. Maxine Waters probably initiated Jasmine Crockett and Ayanna Pressley and those other black female lawmakers into some real shady business. And that's why they're so loud right now. Because whatever was being done, whatever those other lawmakers were doing, when these loudmouth banshees came in and joined that club, those lawmakers made sure that these loudmouth women did it even more aggressively than they were doing it, as to not ever worry about them loudmouth ass women blowing the whistle on them. Are y'all following what I'm saying?
Yes, you definitely said that in a Shakespearean way. I mean, I'm following them.
When Jasmine Crockett, Ayanna Pressley, Ilhan Omar, probably even AOC, because she got a loud mouth too, when they joined in this lawmakers club, I'm sure those lawmakers were terrified that these women would blow up their spot. So they put them on game. They put them on to what they were doing, how they were laundering the money, how they were funneling our tax dollars into these offshore accounts. Why? Not because they cared about these women at all. It was to safeguard their own interests. There's no way that these women could ever blow the whistle on them, tell on them, if they are even more guilty. That's how in 2 years, with $174,000 salary,
you get millions.
From having a net worth of $40,000 to having a net worth of $9 million and owning multiple million-dollar homes. They are committing illegal activity. And when the ish hits the fan, those women are going to be the first ones convicted. I'm telling y'all what I know. It's all right there. It's all very obvious. They're so dumb. They're so stupid for participating. They're so dumb. And that's what they get. They about to get what's coming to them, and I can't wait.
Yes. Okay. So she's basically saying the women like Jasmine Crockett, the Presley, the Ilhan, the AOCs potentially are getting put on to the laundering schemes, the money laundering schemes with the tax dollars of the American citizens. And they're basically the dummies or the test dummies, I guess, to be put out on the forefront, because if they get taken down, they're not going to be snitching and boom, boom, boom. At least that's what she's alluding to. I could have gotten something wrong. Y'all clarify for me if I did. They said they were not groomed to solve problems. They were selected to create problems. Oh, okay. That's a good take. I hope Doge exposes them. These congresswomen are an example of the worst of the Congress, the dregs of the Congress. What does dregs mean? There is no intelligence coming from this group. Funny how the loudest ones in Congress always scam to get mysteriously rich while claiming to fight for the little guy. Yeah, that is definitely odd to me. Like I always say, they continue to perpetuate somehow that we can't advance, or we are not on some sort of, we don't have the resources and tools to be able to make something of ourselves without white people somehow bowing down to some degree. You know, it's weird. This guy, the executioner, posted, "This man makes too much sense. Be smart, people. Be smarter than Democrat supporters."
Let's have a conversation, folks.
Okay.
Before you crash out over some misinformation that you heard from your favorite politician, right? Whose job it is to poo-poo on everything the president is doing right now. That's the job right now. Just let's be honest. On both sides, they both do it. When Republicans are winning, it's the Democrats' job to crap all over it. If the Democrats are winning, it's the Republicans' job to crap all over it. I'm tired of that shit. Guys, before you crash out, before you film a video of yourself crying, before you post videos and send it out to all your friends saying Trump's going to take away your civil rights and he's going to stop all your benefits and funding, before you do that, do me a favor. Read the actual order. Listen to his press secretary and hear what they have to say. We got to do things differently right now. The Chuck Schumers, the Elizabeth Warrens, the Sonny Housens, the Joy Behars of the world, the Whoopi Goldbergs, their job right now is to basically crap on everything that man's going to do from here on out. That's all they have is the grift. That's all they have, which is a shame. They have nothing else to offer you but fear. Don't fall for that, man. If we haven't learned anything else from the last 8 years, we at least learned that we should read things before we react to things. This is a short conversation, folks. It's really simple. You want to tamp down on the hate and division in this country? Read. If you don't, keep doing what you're doing. But I'm not playing that game with you.
Amen to that. 100% respect that message right there, man. I think the point that we definitely gathered from this whole thing is to understand that the left thoroughly grasp the concept that people aren't going to do their research. Most people, well, most of their audience at least. I ain't gonna sit here and discredit America and what we just went through. But he's right. Obviously, we have both sides, and on this side we criticize the other side, and vice versa. At the end of the day, the overall goal, no matter which side you're on, whether you agree or disagree, you have to do your own research. If you don't, you're going to have the Jasmine Crockett's out here telling you that you aren't able or capable, and also telling you that Donald Trump is a white supremacist and does not have your best interests at heart, while leaving out all of the factual information and how he's contributed to the black community specifically. Outside of that, how he's significantly contributed to the American people, which is overall most important. Because guess what? We're a part of that. Stop letting these grifters make y'all believe that because we black, we're not a part of America. They weird, man.